And if you've got any culinary questions, or if you get stuck along the way, or if you want to ask any one of our amazing guests any kind of questions, be sure to give us a call. Now, in the beginning of the show, I did use the word special guests, because we don't just have one fabulous personality today in the loft. We have a few joining us. Last night, 2 lives were changed forever in the tropical island of Treasure, Maldives, as the competition came to the wire in a really nail-biting finale. I hope you watched it, because in the end, Team Red took home the treasure of 1 million rand. Winning consumer contestant Lisanne Lazarus had her work cut out for her when she stepped onto the island, but luckily she had the support of one of South Africa's hunkiest and most talented musicians, Peyper.
Team Red finishes the challenge directly and wins Tropical Island of Treasure, Maldives.
What you've been working for, your key to the treasure chest for your million.
Oh my gosh.
You wanna?
Yeah. This is for your grandfather, Brendan.
As we throw it open, it's just Tropica everywhere.
Literally feels like a dream.
Oh, no, Peyper and Lisanne Lazarus outperformed the 6 other teams on the island. And last night, they walked away with the treasure of 1 million rand. Now, the big question is, where are you guys taking me on holiday?
Back to the Maldives. Anytime. I'll go there anytime.
Firstly, huge congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Now, I mean, I was so excited that you guys won. I was so rooting for you. But in the beginning of the show, the first couple of episodes, I wasn't so sure.
No, it was a bit shaky.
Coasted a bit.
It was a bit shaky. Well, we went through a dip and we came out of it strong. So that's the only thing that mattered.
What was it about your relationship, do you think? Because, I mean, right to the very end, you guys were basically holding hands through your last challenge. What is it about each of your personalities, do you think, that just made you guys connect so well?
I must say our faith got stronger.
Definitely.
Especially when we went through a dip and started to lose everything. We just started believing again and just pushed ourselves. And just told ourselves, listen, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right, or we can either go home. So definitely the faith, and we started trusting each other. That was the secret.
I mean, how could you not trust that?
I mean...
What was it like for you, especially when he chose you to be his partner?
Initially, coming onto the island, I was like, free holiday, just gonna have fun, don't wanna go home first. That was the thing, not going home first. And then I wasn't expecting Brendan to choose me, but obviously I was like, I don't mind. But when he did, I then quickly realized that we actually could win. Because I knew that watching him doing his challenges and obviously doing mine, our strengths and weaknesses definitely helped, well, they complemented each other.
Perfect.
So it was a perfect match.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you've had such an incredible career. You literally went from writing your matric exam straight to go and write your album and record your album. But something that I hope that your audience feels and realizes about you is that you're such an outstanding gentleman. You've got such impeccable manners.
Thank you.
I think they must be really, really proud of you.
Thank you. I can only thank my mom and dad for that.
Yeah. What do you think were your personality traits that were your strengths versus your weaknesses that kind of made you guys make it to the end?
I think initially Brendan and I are very different.
Yeah.
But going into it, I think we learned to trust each other. I'm much more calm and collected, and Brendan is always very, he overthinks things, which is great, which is absolutely great, because going into it, strategy is everything. So I think his fire and my calmness really complemented each. Really complemented.
When I got to over-eager, she calmed me down. When she needed a little bit of...
Get me up.
Yeah, I was there. So, we trusted each other with every challenge. Like, when I saw, okay, I could do this, but she could do it better. Then I trusted her with that.
That's such a great
And the same, she did the same. So when she thought maybe she could do better, she could do good in this challenge, she trusted me with it. So, it was just a mutual respect thing.
Well, I mean, hats off to you guys. You really did well.
Thank you.
Something else that came up that absolutely brought me to tears was while you were on the island, you unfortunately, sadly, lost your grandfather.
Yeah, that was very sad.
I'm so sorry.
And we didn't see it coming. My mother didn't want to tell me about it because she didn't want me to take my focus off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happened, and I made peace with it. He's in a better place, and yeah, my mother told me I didn't have to come back for the funeral, but obviously I wanted to be there, so I painted my toes pink because he had cancer, and that's why he went. And yeah, obviously the rest of our family, the men in our family, like they forgot about their pride and painted their toenails pink, and yeah, it was just awesome. Well, we didn't cry too much about it. Well, we did, but we also het sy lewe gevier. Verstaan, want hy het 'n goeie lewe gehad en hy het 'n goeie voorbeeld gestel vir ons. Jammer
Well,
vir my
wherever he
Afrikaans.
is now, I think he must be so proud of you and just who you are as a man, and of course for your win. It was a really beautiful moment.
Thank you so much.
And really, really incredible. What are you guys doing with your winnings, with the money? Because I know you actually both had really honourable choices to do with the money.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, you first, ladies first.
So for me, I definitely want to invest in property. I want to be independent now, get away from my family. I love them, but you know.
Yeah.
But I also have my own non-profit organization, which I started 3 years ago, and it caters for underprivileged children between the ages of 3 months and 5 years old.
Wow.
So I really want to expand that, and yeah, I just want to give back.
Amazing. And for you?
It's amazing because me and we have the same kind of thing. I'm very invested in Abraham Kriel Kinderhuis Child Home in Potchefstroom, and I told them that I would give them a percentage of the money if I win.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, from the start that was the plan, and the rest of the money I'll put down on a deposit on a game farm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You better invite us to that game farm.
Yeah, I will.
We definitely want to come and visit. Who do you think was your toughest competitor throughout the game?
I think in the beginning, it was Melinda and Kelly because they were so consistent and they won everything. And then when they fell out, Team Yellow just got their kick. And that's where the whole game changed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Team Yellow was our strongest competitors.
Definitely.
Yeah. In the end, it just showed that teamwork really does pay off because you guys worked together so strongly and it was really wonderful to watch. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to see if you guys can cook as well as you can run and figure out clues. Thank you so much. We'll have you in the kitchen a little bit later. Brendan and Lisanne will, of course, be joining us in the kitchen later on for our Tuesday cook-along. But after the break, we catch up with media mogul and philanthropist Basetsana Khumalo. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We are coming to you live this fabulous Tuesday afternoon. Now, the country is buzzing with excitement as Presenter Search on 3 returns to our screens. Thousands of hopefuls waiting in long lines for their shot at being SABC3's next superstar. And I get to judge them. We're joined now by someone who knows all too well the pressures that come with being a TV personality, a mother, a media entrepreneur, a fashion enthusiast, a philanthropist. These are just a few of the titles behind her name. She started out as a presenter herself, and today she is a formidable force in South Africa's entertainment industry. It's Basetsana Khumalo.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you for the very warm introduction.
I mean, is there anywhere that you go that when people hear your name, they don't kind of flutter around with nervousness and excitement?
I must tell you that it was so wonderful, though, to meet the presenters earlier on, and their nerves just reminded me how nerve-wracking this experience could be. So, yeah, I saw some little nerves this morning.
Yeah, they were very nervous.
Yeah.
I remember my first audition for Top Billing, and it was absolutely terrifying. Do you remember your first shoot and what you were going through and what you felt?
Jeannie, I actually do remember my first shoot. It was with Neil McCarthy, and I'd worn this check, hideous suit. I could not string 2 words together. I promise you, I think we had to do 100 takes just to do a set of links. And the butterflies, and because I really hadn't, when I was growing up, decided that I'm going to be a television host. I'm going to be in front of the camera. So it took a lot for me to really step out of my comfort zone, my cocoon, to, you know, stand on the world stage and deliver content and links and scripts that Barry Wrong at the time used to write our scripts. And he just had this use of the English language. Half the time I couldn't quite pronounce a lot of what he had written, but it's been an amazing journey. And I can understand why our hopefuls are really, really nervous. So it can change anybody's life. I mean, being a presenter on television, whether it's for Top Billing, whether it's for Afternoon Express, whether it's for Espresso. So it's really could change anybody's trajectory.
Because you were the shy girl when you were younger. What did you think that you were going to become when you were older?
I was definitely going to become a teacher. My mother was a teacher by profession. My elder sister, Lerato, is a teacher. My uncles were teachers. So my frame of reference growing up in Soweto was I was surrounded by teachers, nurses, and social workers. And I still honestly believe that teaching is a calling. And so that's one of the things that I knew, because my mom used to bring me a blackboard and a chalk from school, and I used to play school with my friends, and my biggest thrill was to give them a hiding when they got anything wrong. So I've always wanted to become a teacher, and I think television, fortuitously, or is it serendipity, has allowed me to have a bigger classroom with the content that I create. I'm not in a conventional classroom with a chalk in hand as a teacher, but I create different genre of content, from reality to lifestyle. I'm doing documentaries. I'm working on a drama series, and so I think I have millions of students who are willing to listen to what I have to share in creating this kind of content that I do.
I was actually thinking that while you were speaking, that you are kind of a teacher in a way, because so many people look up to you as well. And mentorship, I think, is so valuable and so important. Who was your mentor?
You're quite right. I'm a product of mentorship, and my primary mentor in the television space undoubtedly is Doreen Morris. She was the first black woman on television, and when I won Miss South Africa, she actually owned the pageant at the time. And so she's somebody who really sort of handheld me into this broadcasting medium, into television, and really inspired me to believe in myself that I actually can do this. And somebody who really, when I didn't think I had it in me, just constantly was inspiring me to step out of my comfort zone. And I think, of course, I mean, Patience Stevens and I have been partners for the last 24 years. She's somebody who taught me the business of television. And so I think it's a partnership that has really worked, because through this platform, we've created so many jobs. We've unearthed talent. We've seen young people realize their dreams. And television is such a powerful medium if you use it responsibly. And so for me, I've got a number of mentors. I mean, Felicia Mabuza Satel still remains one of my dear, dear friends. We speak every week. She's now based in Atlanta. And so I draw inspiration from many, many women, and I continue to do so, even in my 40s, darling. You're never too old to learn.
You are such a lady. It's always such a pleasure to see you.
Thank you,
What
darling.
do you think would be the advice you would give to all these young presenters to give them the key to longevity in this industry?
Adaptability is very, very important to have in your toolkit when you want to become a television presenter. You have to have a good, strong work ethic. It requires discipline. People think that being a television presenter is very easy, that you just read an auto cue and that's the be it and end all. But it really requires you to continue to reinvent yourself and to stay current in terms of what's happening in your world. You cannot live in this vacuous vacuum where social media is all that you consume. Or all that you post is your pretty dress. We all like pretty dresses, but there's got to be more content to what you deliver, because our audiences are very discerning. So for me, I want to find a new voice, a new face. Somebody's bringing that unique signature that we've never seen on television. I'm so tired of people trying to be so-and-so's voice, or to look like so-and-so, or to come across as so-and-so. There can only be one Jeannie D. There can only be one Basetsana. So I want uniqueness as we're trying to find this talent to really shine through.
And last year, of course, there was that hashtag Open Up the Industry. And I think this year it's so amazing. And so what we've done for the past few years with the presenter search is finding all of that, the new faces. Why do you think it's important to open up the competition as opposed to just going to agencies?
We have to open up the industry. We have to open up the space and the medium, because simply every second a new face is born. Every second a new talent is born. So us as content producers, as television producers, we have to make sure that we open up the landscape such that new talent can be unearthed. And given the equal opportunity that some of us have had, and if we continue to use the same old faces, we are not being creative in really transforming this industry. And so for me, when I saw that movement really take force, I thought it's about time, because quite frankly, it's an indictment on us when we sit and looking for talent and using the same old faces. We need fresh new talent and fresh new voices and fresh new fabulous faces.
And speaking about watching fresh new content, what I absolutely love is watching your Instagram stories and your Instagram posts with you in the kitchen, making these most outstanding, extraordinary smoothies and meals. And so today in the kitchen, you've got your work cut out for you.
Hey, Chef Clem has got competition.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to the cook-along, I must say.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to have you in the kitchen with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling.
I think if anyone had to ask me what's been the biggest pleasure of my career, is working with two women like yourself and with Patience Stevens. What an absolute blessing. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, darling.
Now, there you have it. All the valuable tricks of the trade to use in your own career, delivered to you on a gorgeous pink platter. And who better to receive this information from one of the best producers in the country? This year's Presenter Search promises to bring you loads of entertainment in search of South Africa's next biggest presenter and media personality.
Hello, South Africa. Are you ready for me?
Presenter Search on SABC3. We're out here.
Would you want to see me on your TV?
Do you think that I have what it takes to become the next SABC3 presenter?
It's me you are looking for. When you present, you have to be passionate about it.
Just put me in front of a camera and I'll show you how it's done.
Tune in to Presenter Search on 3
on the 10th of May, 7:30 sharp
on SABC3.
The stage is yours.
Presenter Search on 3, proudly brought to you by Capitec and McCafe.
All right, so we are going to get started now in the kitchen with our fabulous cook-along. Clem, how do we get started with this delicious stew?
All right, we've got a lot of ingredients for a very good reason. We're talking 7 colors today. 7 colors in one pot, okay? I know you like your smoothies, right? So we're going to cook this dish so long, all the ingredients are going to break down. It's going to become like the healthiest ragu you've ever had in your life. Amazing. And it's short rib, okay? It's going to be delicious. I love short rib. My mother's actually a magician. She used to make like 3 of these pieces feed like 6 people. I don't know how she did it, okay? But okay, I'm a little more privileged today. We're going to play around a short rib. It's really inexpensive because it takes a long time to cook.
You know, talking about your mother, you just reminded me of my mother. Every Sunday, Mom used to make sure we had 7 colors when we came back from church. It was the beetroot, the pumpkin, the carrots.
Yeah. Well,
we
your
didn't have
plate
broccoli.
has to be
Broccoli
colourful
was
for it to be healthy.
very bougie.
We're bringing a little bougie today. Oh, talking about bougie, we're also doing a Parmesan polenta at the end.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Okay. So but let's get started though. So like we said, 6 hours. So I've kind of got one that's done already. I'm going to ask you to start browning these off for me.
Okay.
So there you
There you go.
go. So do that
You
pot.
can start dipping them
You
in.
know your thing though.
And of course, you can shop these ingredients at Woolies. Did you know that every time you use your My School card at a Woolworths store, they'll give back a percentage of your purchase value on your behalf to the school or charity that matters most to you.
What are we seasoning this with?
Right, so normally when I do a stew like this, I always add beef stock. Short rib is amazing because it's got so much beefy flavor in there already. By browning it, we're going to get that flavor. So, just salt. We're keeping it simple. Then Team Red, you've got 30 seconds to chop all the ingredients in front of you. Go! I'm only joking. You've got that. We've got those peppers there for you, and we've got onions, and we've got some leeks as well. So if I can ask you guys to start chopping onions and peppers, please.
You do the onion.
Now, don't cry whilst doing it.
Brenda will do the onion. Makeup.
Okay.
I'll take one for the team.
Judy, darling, what's your favorite dish tonight?
My favorite dish is tall, dark, and handsome. Or tall, blonde, and handsome, you know.
Especially he's got 500,000 rands in his bank account, darling.
I'm not being picky at this stage.
No, it's not about the money now.
You know what, with arms like this, trust me, it's really not about the money. Now, if you want today's recipe sent to your phone, simply SMS the keyword EAT to 33650. SMSs are charged at R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply. And if you've got any questions for any of our fabulous guests during the show, you can call in live on 021 430 9881. And look, you're not even pushing a tear while you're cutting these onions.
Nothing.
Talent.
All right. I'm pretty sure you noticed there's no like actual technique with chopping the vegetables. Like I said, it's going to go for 6 hours. So the vegetables are going to break down, which I'm kind of happy because Brendan, I mean, that I've never seen an onion chopped like that before.
I don't know where to go with it anymore.
It's okay. You know what? It's okay. It's fine. I'm loving it. But you know, rough is fine. Today you're fine.
Okay, cool.
Nice and rough is all good. In fact, the more chunkier you actually keep it, the better it's going to be in the stew. So it's going to have some texture in the end.
That's my strategy.
There you go. You see, you came with a plan. All right.
So now you're planning on living alone, and do you live alone?
Yeah, with my doggy.
What are your go-to meals when you cook at home for yourselves?
Mincemeat or 2-minute noodles.
Okay.
I usually eat 18 eggs a day.
Really?
So 9 in the morning and 9.
18
Yeah,
eggs.
9 in the morning and 9 in the evening.
Yeah.
And then with like a 300-gram piece of steak with the 9 eggs.
That's a lot of protein you've got there.
That's a lot of protein.
If you move in with me, I guarantee you I'll make you something a little bit more well-rounded.
Anytime.
Yeah. What are your go-to meals?
Oh, for me, definitely salad. Have to keep the figure. And noodles.
Okay, nice and healthy. They look so good because they eat so good.
That's it, darling.
Okay, so at the moment we're just doing a whole lot of chopping.
A whole lot of chopping. But what's going to happen is those peppers, these onions, these carrots, the celery, it's all going to the pot. They're going to start getting to know each other right now.
Yeah.
When we come back in the ad break and start with that polenta.
Okay,
right.
delicious.
So while the viewers are watching the ad breaks, we'll be like frantically getting everything going right now.
Amazing. Yeah. And you're doing a fantastic job over here.
Thank you, darling.
Smells delicious.
Waiting in the kitchen.
Now, here at Afternoon Express, we have chosen to support Chuck, and we are asking you at home to join as we, together with My School, help Chuck to raise funds for their new home in Pretoria. Now, you can get involved by downloading the free My School app, signing up for your virtual card and selecting Chuck as your beneficiary. By doing this, you can also stand the chance of winning a 1,000 Rand Woolworths gift card. Make every swipe count. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to Afternoon Express, my favourite day of the week because, of course, it is our fabulous cook-along with our sensational guests today. Now, we are making this delicious multicoloured stew. We've put all of our veggies and our meat into one sizzling pot. Bussie's doing a sterling job mixing it all together. And, of course, if you want today's recipe sent to your phone, simply SMS the keyword EAT to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply. And if you've got any questions for our fabulous guests during the show, or if you want to ask Clem any cooking questions, call us live on 021 430 9881. Now, Bassie, I can't help but notice, but you are looking sensational.
thank
And it's
you,
not just
darling.
yoga, you've done a whole turnaround in your diet.
I decided to do a whole 360 and took the vegan route. It's been 4 months, and it's probably the best decision I've ever made for my health. I have such vitality, I have energy, I sleep better, I have a clarity of thought, and I mean, the transition was quite difficult. The first 6 weeks you really battle, but after that, you know, it just gets easier every day. I still cook meat at home because my husband is a runner. He just ran 60 Ks this morning.
Amazing.
I don't know why this guy does this to himself.
That's a lot.
And I've got little people, little growing people, so they need protein. So, but for me, I decided that this is the route I'm going to try and pursue.
Amazing.
So every day is a work in progress.
And Bassie was giving us all the most amazing tips, and she told us 3 litres of water a day for your skin to look absolutely lustrous.
Hydration.
Absolutely. Look, I've been pushing through. I've done 1 litre already today. I've got another 2 to get through. So, 3 litres of water a day for glowing skin. You don't need it. Whatever you're doing just works. Carry on with those 47 eggs a day.
Brandy and Coke. I'm just joking.
All right.
Okay, what's our next step?
Pass this on to Team Red over there. I'm actually going to put them in charge of the stew. What's our colour? What's our colour?
Pink.
You know what? I'm going to go with it. Absolutely. Here we go. That's all for you. You guys are now going to be in charge of the stew. So let me just come through in the middle real quick. We're swapping this around.
Perfect.
Done. So I'm not saying, like, no pressure, but if you get this wrong, we're not eating tonight.
That's
No.
So,
You're going to leave me with this because I'm the stirrer.
all right. Polenta. Have you ever made a polenta? Okay, so it's really cool. It's like making pap, right? In fact, it's actually maize. It's just not bleached. Nice and coarse, so it gives it that amazing texture. I'm going to turn up the heat for you, but we're going to make it a little special today. So I'm going to ask you to step back in again. So the ratio always is 1 part polenta to 1 part liquid.
Okay.
But I'm adding butter. We just look about this healthiness. Okay, but it's a public holiday. We're adding butter, we're adding Parmesan cheese. That's going to thicken it a little more, right?
Okay.
So let's get started. So, liquid going in. This is chicken stock. You could use veggie stock at home if you wanted to. Okay. You know this guy, right? Chicken. All that protein. I don't know if there's protein in the chicken stock there, but we can pretend.
I don't know. It looks like vinegar.
All right, hot,
It's nice and hot. I can turn it up for you a little bit more.
Thank you.
There we go.
It's such a fancy stove. It's
It does.
touch screen.
It buys your ingredients for you. It does everything. It does it all.
I need one of those. I'll do one of these.
So the trick now is stirring. Okay. So actually, again, Jeannie should have been doing this. To give it a good stir.
Look busy in the kitchen.
I thought I'm the pourer, actually.
Salt going in. You know what? I actually want salt right now because like Parmesan's very salty. The butter's got some salt in there again. So that you're literally gonna let it do its thing and just keep on cooking. Team Red.
Yes.
What I've got in front of you is some pumpkin. Pumpkins are really great, but I want you to chop them down a little bit because I actually want the pumpkin to break down and thicken our stew. Some people add flour to their stews. I don't think it's necessary at all. Using a vegetable like pumpkin, which will break down, give a nice body to your stew. I like that.
That's a trick. That's a new trick.
And my other trick, don't add broccoli to your stews in the beginning.
Of course.
Okay.
It's going to cook down. It's going to taste and smell of broccoli. So what I've done is I popped it in the microwave for about a minute to get nice and tender. Brandon, you know broccoli as well, right? Chicken and broccoli.
I do,
it really is. You know this, right? So add it at the end of the dish so it doesn't like permeate too much through your dish. Yeah, you'll be so happy.
Okay. You guys are doing such a fantastic job here. You take your orders so well and you just execute them. I can imagine this is exactly what happened on the island.
We dominate.
Definitely. But out of all of the challenges, which one would you say was your favourite?
The one running on the beach with the bungee cord attached to my back. To put the Tropica bottles. I had so much adrenaline because the weather just picked up and there was like a storm going through and I was in my elements.
But you were such a good sportsman that day because I remember there was another guy and he was not making it at all. And you went to go and support him when his own teammate wasn't even helping him get across there. And no, really outstanding sportsmanship. That was really, really cool.
Well done. Congratulations on that win. Hey?
Thank you.
Well done,
Told you it was amazing.
Stop it.
Okay, so now this is, I mean, I'm not boiling this. I mean, I'm not burning it.
No, another thing is you can actually pop that in the oven. Walk away, go to yoga, pop it in the oven, come back, it'll cook nicely.
Okay.
Exactly. It's slow cook. Our polenta's coming together so beautifully. We've added some butter.
Look at the consistency.
Oh, it's looking amazing.
Really
so during the ad break, I'm going to add some more butter, some more Parmesan. I'm going to bring out the pot that I made earlier.
All right.
So we will be eating today.
Yeah.
And yeah, we come back, we're going to make... Okay, we talk about comfort, right? This is comfort food. When you're watching movies, it's winter comfort, popcorn, right? But have you had a popcorn panna cotta?
No.
You're gonna have one.
Well, there you go. It's a perfect day in the kitchen today, and as I told you, something for everybody. When it comes to stews, it's a lot of chopping and cutting and dicing, but after the break, we're going to bring you a whole lot of tasting.
Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, coming to you live on 3. Now, not only is Clem a sensational chef, but he's also a master at hide and seek, because whenever you've got something delicious in the loft, I will usually find it. But today, you were able to keep all of this yumminess a little secret from me.
So when it's sweets or when it's cheese, I have to hide them in certain places in the kitchen. Because you find them like amazing. You'll walk in the loft and go like, there's cheese over there. So today I had to make a plan, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So what we're doing is we're making popcorn panna cotta.
Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. Now, Clover fresh milk is the secret ingredient we're using in today's sweet treat to make it extra creamy. And we are taking things a level up, as usual, in our cook-along, with a popcorn panna cotta. Not a regular panna cotta will do. It is guaranteed to be a crowd pleaser at any dinner party. And to give this delicious recipe a go, all you need to do is SMS Clover to 33650, and you'll get the whole thing sent to your device. Clem, popcorn, and panna cotta.
It kind of makes sense.
It just goes together.
Yeah.
Like
Let's talk about it. So I got some Clover fresh milk in there. I'm actually going to add some more. What I did add was some gelatine, powdered gelatine.
Okay.
As soon as that starts blooming, which means as soon as it hydrates and picks up all the flavor of the milk, you can start adding the rest of your milk and put it on the heat.
What is the gelatine going to do? Make it that kind of panna cotta-y
Exactly.
texture? Okay.
It's going to give it that sexy quiver, okay? It's going to assess it and give it that nice little wobble. Exactly what it does. There we go.
I must have eaten too much gelatine in my life because I've got that sexy quiver.
There we go. Right. Vanilla goes in.
Okay.
And then cream. Cream is what's going to give it that delicious creaminess.
Yeah.
So you can go for that.
Too much cream. Oh, wait. Do I throw the whole thing in?
Yeah,
Yes,
a little more. There we go. Oh, it's winter. Why not? Yeah, okay. So let's talk about the popcorn. We've freshly popped popcorn, and my trick is to do it in the microwave in a little brown bag. No extra oil needed, and you get that nice dry flavor that you actually want from the popcorn.
Yeah.
So if you can pass our jar there.
But I'm trying to understand how it's going. I mean, are you going to feel the popcorn chewiness?
Not at all, not at all. It's kind of the concept like tea. You put the tea bag in the milk, but you take it out in the end, don't you? And it's infused that flavor in the milk.
Okay.
Same thing as the popcorn. And it works so well.
Did you come up with this recipe yourself?
I did.
This is absolutely genius. You see, this is why you've got to SMS that keyword, because it's a great idea. And it's like, often Clem gives these little secret recipes that are an absolute treat, because I think this is going to be a total crowd pleaser.
It's going to be so crazy. Here's another thing. If you can buy caramel popcorn, or if you can make it at home, and it's really easy to make, you can put that inside the milk, and then you get that caramel popcorn flavor panna cotta. I think I'm getting a bit obsessed right now, okay?
Yeah, I think I'm a little
Let's see the
obsessed
end
with
of
you as
winter. All right, we should still be a little healthy.
Yeah.
But that's good. I mean, already you can smell that popcorn flavor, can't you?
This is so good.
And the longer it sits in the milk, the more flavor it's actually going to pick up.
So it's basically, I wish you could smell this at home. It essentially has the smell of warm milk, which I'm sure you know is the most comforting smell in the world, and then popcorn, which is just... It's making me salivate a little.
It really is.
This is
It
driving me
smells crazy.
crazy. I can't wait to taste it.
So then what you do want to do is add some sugar, and that's going to obviously be the sweetness, because, I mean, the savory panna cotta is fine, but we're looking for indulgence, a nice little treat. That's there. Once that starts melting through, oh my goodness, the smells are actually really crazy.
No.
So,
but you know what? Warm milk is my best smell in the world.
Really?
Oh,
I love it. I agree with you. I agree with you. So this one is like right up your alley then.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so what you're going to do now is you're going to take... Like, again, I would let it sit there for like half an hour.
Okay.
But we're going to like speed it up a little bit.
Okay.
So you're going to take your sieve and you carefully going to pour it into the glass.
Oh.
I mean, you could do this in a way that you're guaranteed not to have a big mess.
Okay.
All right?
But we're not doing that.
We
We're
love
going
the
to
risks.
mess.
Look at us.
I mean, it is going to mess, but I mean, just go for it.
I mean,
look at
we're
you.
actually doing really well.
Yeah.
There. So you can set them little bits like that.
Yes.
Or you can fill up the glass like we did. Then, what I also like to do, I like to make my own caramel popcorn. The reason, because when you buy them, sometimes your co-presenter eats them, but also you get like amazing like butterscotch flavor on your popcorn, and it's fresh. So we made these, and we actually just decorated it, popped it on there, even got some toffees. You could even put some toffee in the milk as well, to just make it completely crazy.
Oh, you are a genius. Thank you so much for being so decadent. What an absolutely delicious idea. I can't wait to tuck into this. It's a combination that you really have to try at home. And to do that, remember SMS Clover to 33650 to get this recipe sent directly to your phone. Here is a quick recap in case you missed any of those delicious steps.
Made with love by Clover.
Well, our main course is complete and dessert is ready to go, but we can't end the show without a bit of live entertainment. So coming up after the break, Tropica Island of Treasure Maldives winner Brendan Peyper performs live. We'll see you after this.
Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night skies or a beautiful sunrise. There's so much they hold, and just like the old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Oh, I won't give up, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you I'm still looking out when you're needing your space to do some navigating. I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. 'Cause even the stars, they burn, some even fall to the earth. Yeah, we got a lot to learn, and God knows we're worth it. It's fine.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. And it's about to get really hot in the studio. After a grueling season of Tropica Island of Treasure Maldives, winning celeb Brendan Peyper is back home and ready to do what he does best: perform.
Thank you.
I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night skies or a beautiful sunrise. There's so much they hold, and just like them old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. the skies get rough, I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, and when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. 'Cause even the stars, they burn, some even fall to the earth. Yeah, we got a lot to learn, and God knows we're worth it. No, I won't give up. I won't give up. I don't wanna be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our difference is they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got. Yeah, we got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we didn't intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got and what I'm not, and who I am. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. Giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. I'm still looking up. I won't give up on us. God knows I'm tough enough. Yeah, we got a lot to learn, and God knows we're worth it.
Yay! Come and join us. Oh, absolutely sensational.
An incredible voice.
Wow.
Brandon, wow, wow, wow.
You are magic. Have a seat.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful.
You
so
sing
beautiful.
from your soul. That was just so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Almost
Thank you
ruined
so much.
my makeup.
And I mean, you've literally met every single celebrity and interviewed all of the best stars. What have been the highlights that have stood out for you in your favorite interviews, the most impactful moments?
There've been so many. I've had such a privileged journey with Top Billing, and I think, of course, Umati, by being his centenary, will always stand out for me. Oprah.
We actually have your Oprah interview.
You do?
We do. Should we have a look? Because it was one of my favourites of all time. Have a look at this.
Oh my goodness.
How important is gratitude and service to you? One of my favorite quotes is from Dr. Martin Luther King, who was a civil rights leader, obviously. And Dr. King had said that not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is determined by service. That's my favorite quote of all time.
Tell me one person who is not inspired by Oprah Winfrey. And to have had the privilege to interview her not only once but twice was just extraordinary.
Well, how's that for coming full circle? Tell me one person who isn't inspired by Basetsana Khumalo.
So true. Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Bless your heart, Jenny.
Really
Thank
amazing.
You. Thank you
so we've got a caller on the line. Hello. We've got JOHANNE on the line. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for calling us. Who would you like to speak to?
To Brendan Peyper, please.
Hello.
He's all yours.
Hallo.
Hallo.
Wat is jouw naam?
Mijn naam is JOHANNE.
Hallo Lisanne. Hoe gaat het met jou?
Goed, dank je. Met jou?
Goed, dank je. Hier is een zitplekje voor jou open als jy ons wil join.
So are you Brendan's biggest fan?
Yes.
And how much do you love him?
A lot.
Oh, and how old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
Oh, lovely. And I'm sure that, do you have a special message to give Brendan?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give it to him.
Hallo Brendan, ek bly in Witrifuur. Ek is baie mal oor jou musiek. My gunsteling liedjie is Tafelberg vir 2. Ek hoop ek sien jou een keer in Witrifuur.
Ja, enige tyd. Dit sal baie lekker wees.
Thank you so much for the call, my darling.
Baie dankie.
Wow. Thank you so much, darling. I mean, your fan base just stretches from everybody. And I mean, you really do connect with your fans at your gigs.
They are so loyal and such good people. I mean, they always pitch up for the shows and they're always there when I need someone to just give me like a little bit of a kick. So yeah. I'm very proud of the people who support me.
Awesome. And where will we be seeing you now that you're Miss Moneybags?
So I'm currently the digital producer at East Coast Radio for the breakfast show. So I'm just gonna go forward and continue in the broadcasting industry. And then I graduate in 2 weeks. Congratulations! I'm so excited. So yeah.
So please do dish up.
Wow.
No, it's amazing, trust me.
The
there
chef
you go, we've got another one.
Himself.
Please
Well, it
go
was
for
a team effort, right?
Dig in. Well done, guys. I'm so impressed with this.
Good stir.
Now, tomorrow we take a closer look at the controversial award-winning South African film, The Wound, plus professional long-distance athlete Nolene Conrad joins us on the couch. That's tomorrow. Thank you so much to our amazing guests. Today was such an amazing show. It was really wonderful having you. And
congratulations.
Please do dig in. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, good night and happy eating. Ciao. Please do dish up. This really is for you to eat. Yeah, in real life.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.